Hi folks, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk with you about a couple of things. One is homework. I have a specific suggestion for a homework assignment if you're going to buy or sell an RV. And I'll bet you most of you have never done this, all right? But it's real simple, it's kind of fun, and I think it would be enlightening. I also want to talk with you about hangovers and that middle of the night wake-up call. As a business owner, my whole life, I have metaphorically slept with one eye open every night, because you never know what's going to happen with your business. When I owned my campground, part of it was great, but part of it was unnerving because I could never really relax because that 2 a.m. wake-up call did come. Not all the time, but I was almost always worried, well, tonight, what's that call going to be about? And I'd get the 2 a.m. call, and it's just when you're awakened out of a dead sleep, the last thing you want to do is have an emergency. I think it happens to us in life with different things that most of the time when those emergencies pop up, you get that late night wake-up call. Once you back up and you are able to assess and analyze honestly the situation, you'll probably see why they say hindsight is 20/20. Why did I do that? It happened because of that. And so the secret to not having those 2 a.m. wake-up calls in the middle of the night or those hangovers is to get in front of them. Understand that if you drink too much, you're probably going to pay the price tomorrow. If you're going to buy an RV and it feels really good, you may wake up with an RV hangover tomorrow. And that's I want to talk with you about that and give you some homework that hopefully you will not have to wake up with a hangover ever. But if you do, that you can reflect and you can honestly say, well, it's because I didn't do my homework. I equate a lot of things that are RV related to my personal life. And when I raised my daughter, I took her on a dove hunt. Now, some of you may have heard this story before, but I used to bird hunt a lot. I enjoyed the heck out of it. And doves fly typically in Texas in September. And dove season, the birds are just all over the place. But you know what else is out there when you're dove hunting? Because you're hunting in fields, grain fields. Rattlesnakes. Yeah, those serpents with the fangs that will get you. And I was trying to teach my daughter a lesson in life. She thought that as a 4-year-old or 5-year-old, I was trying to teach her how to dove hunt. And someone may look and go, he was just trying to teach her how to be a hunter. That was not the lesson. The lesson was for her to be able to look in the sky and determine what a dove was, because there were different kinds of birds that would fly by, to understand the shape and look and watch how they would fly. But it was also to be aware of what's on the ground everywhere you walk, because you could step on a rattlesnake and it could make you have a very bad day. So I would tell her honey, as we're walking along, you need to keep one eye in the sky and one eye on the ground. And you got the picture of this little 4-year-old kid. She's looking all over. She didn't know what she was doing. But I made her aware that there was danger on the ground and there were different kinds of birds up above. I think in life, if you have that balance and you say, I'm not going to pay attention only to the doves, only to that thing that feels good. I'm not here to get me an RV. I'm not here to get me a whatever. But you also are aware, you got the other eye on the ground. What could get me? What could do it? Because I promise you, as you are intoxicated, I call it, it's metaphorically intoxicated. When your mind is so set on having a car or a drink or a possession or a trip or something, there's a counter to that. And having balance is not a bad thing. If you have some balance, you truly have balance. Most people don't. Most people go into buying an RV and they watch a jillion YouTube videos, and there's so much noise out there. I'll give you another hunting story that hopefully you will understand the metaphor. When I was a young boy, and I was about 12, I guess, I had a little Stevens single-shot shotgun, 20-gauge shotgun. And my daddy let me dove hunt for the first time. I'd been around guns my whole life. I understood responsibility and gun safety. I really did. I was deer hunting by myself at 8. Not to do this, but that was the family I was raised in. So at 12 years old, I've got a shotgun and a box of shells, 25 shells. And we're going dove hunting. And my daddy sends me over there. And I'm out in the field and I'm watching the birds. And they were everywhere. Here comes a big old flock of them. Boom! And I'd shoot and they'd fly away. I wouldn't get one. Here more. Boom! And I'd shoot and they'd fly away. I couldn't believe it. How could I miss? I was shooting at the whole flock. 40 birds, 50 birds at a time, flying by. How could you shoot with a shotgun and miss them? But I did. I did all the way through to the 25th shell, to the last shell on the box. And then my dad, who's trying to teach me a lesson here, comes over. He says, "Son, the reason you're not hitting anything is you're aiming at everything. Pick one bird." Huh? Pick one. I don't care which one. Pick one that you like. Pick one that's closest. Pick one that looks easy. Pick one bird. Focus on that one bird. Don't pay attention to the rest of them. Let the rest of them go by. Follow that one bird. Follow it. Pay attention. Lock onto it. And what's the saying? We've heard the saying, aim small, miss small. So I used the last shell that I had. I'd missed 24 previous shots, and I actually hit a dove when I aimed for one. Funny how that works, isn't it? I think most people they're excited about the noise on YouTube. They're excited if they're hunting and they see all these birds fly by. And they wonder how they get in this mess that they can't get out of. And then they come to somebody like me or other YouTube channels. They say, help. It's because they weren't approaching the game. And whether the game is a bird or the game is a job interview or the game is the purchase of an RV, they weren't approaching it in the most prudent way. Does this make sense at all? I hope it does. Now, when you are watching YouTube videos, and there's so much, as I call it, noise out there. This one's bad, this one's good. These people are good, these people are bad. And I create noise too. I want to believe that I create honest noise. Noise that isn't going to be popular, but it's going to be honest. Telling my daughter to keep one eye on the ground and one eye in the sky was a lesson. And hopefully it stuck with her through her life. Balance. Picking out one bird. Make the right decision. Act like that one shell. If you have, my dad, I said, Daddy, I hit it. He said, I know. I said, can I have another box of shells? He says, no. And he gave me like 3. Guess what? I got 2 birds out of 3 more shots because I was following the rules, paying attention. So that said, I hope that you will see YouTube as a resource, but also a bunch of noise. It's entertaining. You're going to get notifications. As soon as you start watching a video on fifth wheelers, you're going to get a bunch of fifth wheel, suggestions. It's that noise. But in that noise, while you're doing your homework, I want you to do one thing. I want you to consider the people that I recommend that you contact if you want to buy or sell an RV. Just consider them. And here's the homework assignment. When you scan the QR code on the screen, oh my God, here he goes again. Then don't do it. You're so smart. Just go ahead. I'm not trying to talk down to you. I'm trying to provide a resource that might be helpful, or click on the link down below and you'll be able to be taken to the dealers that I trust, as well as find information that you can use no matter who you buy from that will prevent you from making a mistake. I'm trying to get you to slow down. Don't be that boy out in the field with a Stevens shotgun with 25 shells and now he's down to 1, wondering what the heck happened. Listen, go to check out some of the dealers that I work with. I'm going to pull this one up. Go to berrylandcampers.com. And right here across the top of the page, come on, Wingman, you see this right here? Jonathan and Elena from Louisiana, Mr. and Mrs. Guillot. These are actual customers. They are interviews that I have done, follow-up reviews with people to find out how they felt they were treated. And I have hundreds of them. These are not fake. These are true customers. Listen to them. I think they're fun. You'll see all kinds of people. You've got blind people like me, people that can't see very well. You got couples, you got fifth wheels, you got motorhomes, more motorhomes, fifth wheels, little vans. What is that? Is that a Brinkley? Looks like a Brinkley to me. But you got all these, and you can listen to them. The Cole family. People buy these RVs for different reasons. I've got men, women, young, old, black, white, same sex, no sex. I don't know if they make a no sex, but I just had to say that. And so you'll see that at berrylandcampers.com. Just click on it. Boom, like this guy, Dr. Payton.
The Newmar, and first we were looking also at the chicken. They had two of them for sale there that were used with a reduced price on them. But the Newmar was new. It appealed to her, and she liked it. So it's a 36-foot.
So that, that's one. But they're a minute, 2, maybe 3 minutes long. And I don't want you to watch all of them. But if you're thinking about buying an RV, go on berrylandcampers.com and look at some of the videos. Oh, there's a Brinkley. Oh, there's a East to West. Oh, there's a motorhome. And listen to the experience these people have had. It's different from a Google review. These are real. These are people that I actually talked to. Let me find you another one to go to. But here's Cheyenne Camping Center, top of their homepage, right at the very top. Look at these. And they just drift along. There's hundreds of these. You've got little tiny trailers. If you're looking for a towable, you're not going to beat Cheyenne Camping Center. I'm telling you, everything from pickup truck campers to pop-ups. And each one of these is a story. People buy RVs for a different reason. You've got people that are repeat customers. You've got people that are first-time RV buyers. Here's one here. There's Karen and Bill. But listen to some of these. You've got these folks, Amy, Ryan, and Nick. This was their first big fifth wheel. They're going full time. You've got Michael and Janet, a little pop-up. Pickup truck campers. Listen to these. This is part of your homework. It's not hard. These are real people. They're not canned. They're just spontaneous interviews. And it will prevent you from making a mistake. Now, you may listen to all this stuff and say, I don't want to go there. And that's okay. But do your homework. Don't just listen to all the noise that is out there, because everything's going to vie for your attention. But you have to want to watch this channel. You have to want to learn. People make avoidable mistakes. Most of us do, me included. And if I just slowed down and thought just a little bit more, I could avoid that RV hangover. You're going to be paying for that RV for a long, long time. I suggest you do your homework and be responsible. I am. Really? I don't think there's a person out there that goes to a bad RV dealer, not one, and says, man, I can't wait to get screwed. This is going to be fun. Where do I sign? Everyone thinks that they got it figured out, me included. But I reflect back on those stories about my 20-gauge Stevens shotgun, single shot, and my box of shells, and my dad. My dad could have told me before I wasted 24 shells, son, this is how you do it. But he wanted me to figure it out. He wanted me to fail. It wasn't failure. It was an experience, a process that led me to going, oh my God, it's so simple. Don't look at everything. Pick one. Like he said, it could be the prettiest one, the slowest one. Pick one. Pick one. Pick one video, listen to it. Well, I didn't like it. Okay, that's fine. Or my gosh, those people have a great story to tell. And listen to another one. Ask questions. Pause. I don't want you to be awakened some period after you purchased your RV and say, my God, what did we get into? And I think that there are a lot of people that have come to that conclusion. The RV hangover. It's horrible for them, but it's bad for everybody. It's bad for the RV industry. It's bad for campgrounds. It's bad for families. It's bad for the personal relationship between the husband and wife or whoever. You spend so much time working and saving and planning for that dream RV. And it can be a dream. But you got to be balanced. Do the right homework. Let the dealer earn your business, but be reasonable. They're not you can only beat somebody up so long before they go, you know what, take your business elsewhere, right? Nobody wants to be treated like that. So treat the dealer, whoever you deal with respect. They're going to make a profit. You better hope they make a profit. You better hope that they're going to be around, like the people at Cheyenne Camping Center, been around since the 60s, same family ownership. They've been offered to be bought out by the big boys. They have. Said no thank you. It does matter who you purchase from. It does. It matters what brand you buy. It does. Be careful. Instead of going through all those 24 shells to get down to the last one, instead of making the mistake that so many people make, do your homework. Ay, ay, ay. Sorry, should have been watching the clock. Do your homework, be responsible for your decisions, and let's help others. Thank you for joining me today around my virtual campfire. I'd like your input. Listen to some of these. Scan the QR code on the screen. Check out, click on the dealers. In the future, I'm going to probably be playing some from PPL Motorhome. So check it out. I want to know what you think about today's video and this specific homework assignment. I'm Alan Warren, the RV Wingman. Be safe, have fun, play nice, and don't leave your good manners at home.